Three parents walked into court thinking their money story would slide. Lower income, convenient jobs, carefully chosen excuses. But judges don't decide cases on stories. They decide them on numbers. One simple question exposed the lie. Another locked the outcome. And by the end, every excuse collapsed under the weight of the math.
You may be seated. Ms. Pearson, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, we had been together for a really long time. About 4 years ago, we decided to adopt a child, and she broke up with me about 4 years ago. About 2 years ago, and stopped paying child support. And so I have had all the responsibility.
What you're about to see isn't one bad decision or one emotional moment. It's a pattern that repeats in courtrooms every day. A parent lowers their income, shrugs responsibility, and assumes the math won't be questioned. Confidence comes first, excuses follow, and accountability is delayed. But once the judge starts asking the right questions, the story tightens fast. Watch closely. Every case in this compilation collapses the same way.
Of our daughter, and she barely comes around.
That's really not. Ma'am, let her finish. You will have your opportunity to speak.
Okay.
Okay. I can roll my eyes too. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
She never sees our daughter, and recently she just changed jobs. She was making a lot of money, and she just dropped jobs so that, because right when I started talking to her about child support, she changed jobs because she wanted to make sure that she wasn't ever going to have to pay anything more than what
Okay, ma'am, where do you used to work?
This is the setup phase. One side frames sacrifice and responsibility, while the other is painted as absent and uncaring. But notice what's missing here. Numbers. Courts don't move on emotion alone. They wait for income, employment, and proof. The moment finances enter the conversation, this case stops being personal and becomes measurable. And that's when things start to change.
Teacher.
Okay. How much were you making as a teacher?
Oh, I think around 40,000.
Are you sure about that?
Well,
Because based on the paperwork that you provided, your teacher's salary was $55,000 a year.
well, that doesn't include what I put into profit sharing.
Is that true or not?
55?
$55,000. Your documents are correct, right?
Okay, that's probably true.
Okay. It's not a probably.
That's
You
true.
submitted it. Thank you.
Okay,
$55,000 a year. How much are you making now? Like, where are you working at now?
Well, I'm working at a store as a clerk, and I'm making 30,000 a year now.
Okay. And you said you're a teacher, so
Yes.
Here's where confidence starts to slip. Once a past salary is confirmed on the record, there's no room to improvise later. Every answer from this point forward is judged against that number. Excuses don't float freely anymore, they are weighed. And when income history is clear, the court begins looking for intent, not explanations.
what type of degrees do you have for that?
I have a degree in economics,
Okay. You have one degree or you have multiple degrees?
Well, and I have my master's in accounting.
You have a master's in accounting and you're working as a clerk.
Yes.
What are you doing at this job?
Well, I help people find clothes.
Like a retail clerk?
Yes.
Ma'am, you have a master's degree.
Yes.
Did-
But I don't have to make all that money
No, you.
if I'm just going to give it all away anyway.
So let me get something straight. She's deliberately, what you're saying is she's deliberately working at this retail job. Now I get it.
I could do
You know,
any job I want.
You know what? Your character is not looking very cute to me at all because you have tried to misrepresent to me what is really going on in this case. You stopped working as a teacher so you would not have to pay that higher amount in child support.
This is the collapse moment. A master's degree, a deliberate downgrade in employment, and a justification that unintentionally proves intent. At this point, the judge isn't debating, she's calculating. When someone admits they chose lower pay to avoid higher responsibility, discretion disappears. The strategy fails right here.
Yes.
Okay, and you're not providing any type of financial support anymore. correct?
I provide emotional support all the time. The child.
You know what? That is not, you cannot quantify emotional support. Stop it. I'm just going to go on with what I need to do because you obviously came here to play games today.
No, my baby
yes,
loves me.
you did.
She loves me more
and your
than she
baby
loves
needs
her.
money. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
me.
Your baby needs money, and you want to do what's in her best interest. So what I'm going to do, how long ago did she stop working as a teacher?
Is the shift in energy. The judge stops asking questions and starts making findings. This is no longer a discussion, it's a conclusion. Once credibility is gone, every additional word hurts more than it helps. Silence would have been safer. Talking now only confirms what the court already sees.
Was it recent?
Yes.
How
just
recent?
6 months ago.
6 months ago?
Yes.
No, ma'am. Your child support is going to be set at that $55,000 because
What?
it sounds like you are intentionally underemployed, so you do not have to pay a higher amount in child support, and that is ridiculous because you're not cheating her, you're cheating your child. So, based on $55,000 a year, I have your gross at $4,583.30. Is there a reason your mouth is open? Do you need some water?
I just can't believe you're being so mean.
Oh, I'm not being mean at all, ma'am. You, on the other hand, are being mean. You deliberately stopped working. You have a master's degree, and you went to a retail store so you would not have to pay for your daughter.
Well, that's my prerogative.
Well, you know, it is my prerogative to read these numbers out to you. Keep listening. So, I have your net at $3,794.48. Who carries health insurance for the child?
I do.
You
I do
do?
everything.
Based on this, I see health insurance at $1,200 a month.
Well,
Ma'am, where do you work?
I work for the airlines.
Okay.
And
This is where consequence becomes permanent. Intentional underemployment removes flexibility. The court doesn't reward avoidance, it neutralizes it. Income gets set at what should be earned, not what's convenient. At this stage, the outcome is no longer negotiable. The math is locked.
$58.90 plus $400 for the monthly health insurance comes out to $1,158.90.
Am I paying the whole $400 a month, or is she paying any of it?
Did you hear me put you on a payment plan for that? If you didn't, you're paying the full amount, $1,158.90. And I need you to close your mouth, because I just don't understand why you're looking so confused right now. Child support is based on the calculation, okay? Is there anything further?
I'm not making that much anymore.
Well, but you just testify, right? And
Right.
that you intentionally are working at a lower paying job, right?
Right.
Okay, so I have the discretion to set your child support at that same amount that you were making as a teacher, because you can't.
The reaction now. Confidence is gone. Questions replace arguments. Confusion replaces certainty. This is what happens when strategy collapses under calculation. The court isn't emotional, it's precise. And precision leaves no escape routes.
Make more than what you're currently making as a clerk.
Well,
If
I
there's
didn't know
nothing,
that.
well, you know now. If there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Well, can you make her come see the baby, our child?
I can't make her, but ma'am, please go visit with the child. Punish the child because you're upset. Are you mad at the cats? I mean, don't punish the
I don't wanna be
child.
around the cats. Can you put the cats away when
Yes.
I come?
Ma'am,
Because
put the
I belong.
cats away so she can come
Yes,
visit with the
Then
yes.
I'll
child.
come visit.
Thank you. You all are
It's
dismissed.
sad. It's sad.
Same excuse. Same exposure. Same outcome. Lowering effort doesn't lower responsibility. It raises scrutiny. Courts see patterns long before people realize they're repeating one. If you notice the exact moment everything flipped, drop your take below. Subscribe for more courtroom reality, where excuses don't survive the math.
Okay, Mrs. Williams, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, ma'am. We have 3 children together. I have not received any child support from him. Our children go to private school. They play sports, dance lessons, singing lessons. They're very active, and it's very expensive.
What you're about to see isn't one bad argument. It's a pattern repeating itself. Confidence walks into court loud, polished, and completely certain. But once the numbers enter the room, the story always starts shrinking. Watch closely how certainty turns into silence, the same way it always does.
We do share custody and time, but I pay for private school. He pays for health insurance, and that's all. I pay for everything else.
What kind of money you make to be paying all of that?
I'm an attorney.
Oh, okay.
But I'm used to a certain lifestyle. I can't even afford to get my nails done, my hair done. It's embarrassing.
You're
because
an
I'm spending-
attorney,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you can afford tuition, but not to get your nails done.
Because all my money's going to the tuition and all of their extracurricular activities. I've been sacrificing the things that I'm used to that I was able to do before when we were still together and we had.
This is the first red flag. The struggle being described isn't about survival. It's about inconvenience and lifestyle discomfort. When hardship sounds cosmetic instead of structural, the court starts listening differently. That's when this stops being about need and starts being about expectation.
That combined income, and now all my money's going to the kids and I don't have any money left for the lifestyle that I've been accustomed to and getting my nails done and my hair and massages and things like that.
It's still not making sense to me, but okay. Is that all you wanted to let me know before I move over to him? Yes. Okay. Mr. Williams, make this make sense.
Although she makes more money, she has an extravagant lifestyle. The hair, the nails, the massage. You know, she didn't tell you about the personal chef or the maid that she has come clean the house every week.
So now it's making sense, okay.
And let alone the drinking problem that you have.
Drinking
The
problem.
weekly stops to the liquor store to have a curbside pickup. Come on now.
The tone shifts. Once specific lifestyle details enter the record, confidence has to defend itself instead of standing firm. Defense always sounds different than truth. This is where the court stops assuming and starts measuring.
He's telling the truth, isn't he?
Well, you know, after being in court
That
all
wasn't my
day,
question. He's telling the truth, isn't he?
I do like to have a cocktail now and then.
So the answer is yes.
yes.
Okay, so now we're getting somewhere about, and you brought him to court
Yes.
for child support.
Yes, ma'am.
How much money do you make?
$70,000 a year. I make $100,000 less than she does.
But again, I pay for pretty much everything. The only thing he pays for the kids is the health insurance.
That pause matters more than the words themselves. Admissions don't need drama. They just need pressure. Once the answer becomes yes, everything said before it gets reevaluated. From this moment on, credibility is on trial.
I pay for everything.
Health insurance is pretty important. You'd agree with me, right?
It is, and I appreciate that. I do. But I don't want to pull my kids from private school or take them out of the things that they love to do because I can't afford it.
And don't say that again, because you can afford it. If what he's saying is true, you're getting your nails done, you're going on trips, you're doing all of these other things.
This is the trap confident arguments always walk into. Numbers don't care about tone, effort, or presentation. Once income differences surface, emotion stops leading the case. From here forward, math takes control.
You know, especially going to the liquor store, alcohol is not cheap. You can't afford it. You're just choosing to do something other than what you should be doing, which is taking care of these children. Now, how often are you all, I'm assuming you don't live together anymore, right? Correct. All right. How often are you all exchanging the children?
We have them equally.
Listen carefully. This is the power shift. The judge stops engaging and starts correcting. When the court moves from listening to instructing, debate is already over. The outcome isn't forming anymore, it's settling.
So that'll be 2 weekends a month.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You came in here to waste my time. I'm not getting ready to play with you. I am not going to make him pay you child support when you make $100,000 more than he does. You didn't object when he said you make $100,000 more than him, so he's telling the truth, right?
This is the silence moment. No objection, no pushback, no correction. When confidence disappears completely, the court fills the gap with consequence. Silence in court is rarely accidental.
Yeah, what kind of lawyer are you? Never mind. So this is what we're going to do. I am going to base child support off of what's called an offset, okay? So I'm going to do the child support calculations for the both of you and subtract it. And the difference is going to go to the person who makes more, which is you, all right? So with $200,000,
At this stage, the case is no longer emotional, it's mechanical. Once calculations begin, the narrative phase ends. The court isn't weighing stories anymore. Only results remain.
And 70,000, is that correct? Okay. So for mom, I have your gross. You actually cap out. So your gross is about $12,325.35. Dad, your gross is $5,833.33, bringing your net to $9,200 for you, $4,600.
Same story, same ending. The person who came demanding support leaves ordered to pay it. That reversal feels shocking in the moment. But in court, it's completely predictable.
$64.67 for you. Health insurance, you pay it. How much is it?
It's $100 a month.
Okay, you're going to split that. So $50 for you, $50 for you. Mom, your child support obligation comes down. Well, hold on. How many children? 2 children, right?
We have 3 children between us and 4 total.
3 children, 4 total. Who has the other child? Okay.
Every case like this fails the same way. Lifestyle arguments don't survive income math. Confidence doesn't survive scrutiny. Once credibility cracks, negotiation disappears.
Thank you for telling me that, because that reduces your child support obligation and increases yours. So the difference in adding the health insurance, it comes out to $1,533.
This wasn't personal. It was procedural inevitability. Courts don't reward who complains louder or longer. They respond to responsibility. Authority shows up quietly and ends the conversation.
Per month. And Mrs. Williams, that's what you're going to be ordered to pay to him. Any questions about that?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have any questions about anything I just said?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Same excuse, same outcome. If you notice the exact moment everything collapsed, drop it in the comments. Subscribe for more courtroom reality. This is what consequence actually looks like.
Mouse.
It's Miss Mouse. I remarried.
Okay, Mrs. Mouse, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
So my husband, ex-husband, was in jail for a while, and I found out that he is currently...
What you're about to see isn't one bad moment. It's a pattern. A parent walks into court confident that the story can be shaped, the numbers softened, and the truth delayed. Details are stretched, context is added, and responsibility is quietly pushed aside. But this courtroom doesn't reward performance. It rewards clarity. And every time that clarity arrives, the outcome becomes inevitable.
Because it was not on the record that he was making $20,000 more, and I'm not exactly sure where he's getting it now, but it's fine. I just would like more.
Okay, I was just confused as to why you were bringing that up, because obviously if he went to jail, he served his time, and that's not relevant to any money. Unless you're trying to, say that he got the $20,000 from wiring money in prison or jail or whatever.
I have no idea.
Okay, so we're just going to leave that alone, okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Notice how quickly the focus shifts away from income. Jail history comes up, confusion is introduced, and the money itself stays vague. This is a classic move. Surround the issue so the core question feels less sharp. But the judge doesn't engage with side stories. Because sympathy doesn't change obligations, and confusion doesn't change math.
Is in here probably pays the same thing.
Of course, yes.
Let's talk about the children.
Yes, but I would just like a little bit more, since I know that he's making a little bit more.
Okay, all right, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you have to say about what she said?
So her husband, Joe, makes plenty of money. He
Alright.
is a board member on a private equity group.
Okay, what does Joe have to do with this case? Is he the father of either of your children?
No, but they're on his insurance.
All right, so that's a good thing, right?
This is where emotion replaces structure. Cheer, baseball, food, water. Everything is expensive. Everything sounds urgent. But listing costs doesn't change responsibility. Judges don't rule on who sounds more overwhelmed. They rule on what can be proven. And right now, none of this answers the one question that actually matters.
So we're not going to throw daggers in here.
Okay.
You know, you threw a dagger at him, now you want to throw a dagger at her. That's not what this is about. This is strictly about money for these kids.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
can we keep it about that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now continue.
So I was in jail, and I've been out for a couple of years now.
All right.
And I was not making $60,000 before I went to jail.
Right.
My wife and I, my ex-wife and I, had a shop that we ran, and you know, after going to jail, I came out. When I was in jail, I was you know, I met a couple of guys that invited me in.
Right here, the judge takes control of the room. Side comparisons are shut down immediately. New spouses, new incomes, outside help. None of it belongs in this calculation. There's no back and forth anymore. Just one lane remains. Your income, your children, your obligation.
We're getting to the
For
important
children
stuff.
with special needs.
That's great.
Yes, ma'am.
So you said television endorsement, or
Yes,
is
ma'am.
this an endorsement that's
It's an
not
en-
on television?
It
How-
will be. It will be on television,
Okay.
and it will be the endorsement will also be for marketing for the new gym that we are opening.
Great. So with this endorsement, how much money will you be making a year?
So it's not.
Watch how long it takes to get to the number. When income is simple, answers are short. When income is changing, stories get longer. Programs, endorsements, future plans, all before the actual figure is named. This hesitation is never accidental. It's the pause before the truth lands.
And so you do understand that you will be paying an increased amount in child support based off that endorsement, right? And although, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And although it has not started yet, it's getting ready to pretty soon, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So because of that, we're going to base your child support off of that $82,000. That's the right thing to do. It wouldn't make sense for her to have to come back once it takes effect and ask for the increase. It's going to happen today.
Okay.
All right. So based on 82, well, actually,
Once the number comes out, everything shifts. There's no debate anymore, no room for framing. $82,000 instantly replaces every story told before it. This is the moment confidence disappears, because numbers don't argue back. They just decide outcomes.
based on what you provided in court, is $82,500 that you'll be making. Were you trying to shortchange your children?
No, ma'am.
So why didn't you tell me the additional $500?
I apologize, ma'am. $82,500.
You knew the amount, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you come in here to play games with me?
No, I did not, ma'am.
Okay. So $82,500 is
ma'am.
what you make a year.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct? Okay.
Correct.
So based on that, I have your gross at $7,000 a month.
This is where strategy fully collapses. The judge doesn't wait for the income to officially start. She locks it in now. No future hearings, no second trips to court, no delay tactics. The obligation is based on what's coming, not what's already convenient.
For a net of $5,482.88. Do you have any other children outside? These are your only two children, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So based on that, I have your child support obligation at $1,370.72. Oh, wait. She pays health insurance. So you know you have to reimburse that to her, correct?
I do not, ma'am.
Well, now you know. You have to reimburse that to her.
The missing money isn't just a math issue anymore. It's a credibility issue. When the judge asks why the full amount wasn't disclosed, the tone changes. At this point, trust is gone. And once trust is gone, the court stops negotiating and starts enforcing.
Your monthly child support obligation, it comes down to a total obligation of $1,571.72. Okay? And ma'am, I think that will be more than enough to cover cheer competitions in baseball.
Listen to how quiet it gets. No arguments. No pushback. Just numbers being read into the record. This silence isn't confusion. It's acceptance. This is the exact moment where every earlier excuse officially stops mattering.
And if it's not, I suggest you go do something else in increasing your income or whatever it is that you have to do.
Of course.
Okay? Do you all have any other questions or concerns for me before you leave here today?
Even reactions are judged here. A smile, a look, a moment of satisfaction, and the courtroom shuts it down instantly. Authority isn't just about rulings. It's about control. And the judge makes it clear that respect isn't optional, even when the case feels won.
I think I'm okay.
Why are you smiling so hard?
I just thought it was humorous that his job is reflecting on kids with special needs, and he's just going out of his way to do stuff for kids with special needs whenever he doesn't do stuff for his own.
This case isn't unique, and that's the point. Different parents, different stories, same strategy. Delay the truth, soften the number, hope the court won't notice. And every time, it fails at the exact same moment.
Kids, but now that he's making an effort to try to help them, it makes me happy.
Oh, well, that's good. Okay, but that smile was snarky. That's not cute. And that won't be tolerated in my courtroom, you understand?
Yes.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you all will be dismissed.
Same excuse, same collapse, same outcome. The moment honesty becomes unavoidable, the decision becomes automatic. If you caught the exact second this case turned, drop it in the comments. And subscribe for more courtroom reality, because the pattern never changes.